Imagine this deep beneath layers of earth and time. A sealed tomb is opened, and no one knows who lies inside. That's what's happening right now as archaeologists uncover one of the most intriguing burial sites in recent history. It's ancient, it's untouched, and it doesn't match any known royal, pharaoh, or warrior in the records. Was it a forgotten king, a high priest, or someone erased from history on purpose? In this video, we dive into the clues, the secrets, and the jaw-dropping questions behind this newly found tomb. You're watching Interestingly Quick, and we're going straight into the mystery. The tomb was found during a routine ground scan beneath a centuries-old temple complex. Scientists weren't expecting much, just a few pottery shards or walls. Instead, they hit stone, then a chamber. When they opened it, they found a sealed tomb with carvings, sealed doors, and untouched relics. No looting, no decay, just silence. Initial scans revealed multiple layers, each containing artifacts too advanced or too unusual for the era. The moment this tomb was opened, one thing became clear. This wasn't just another burial. It was something deliberately hidden and possibly forgotten for a reason. What makes this tomb even more mysterious is where it was found, not in a desert or remote site, but beneath an active historical monument that had been studied for decades. That means the tomb sat right under our noses, invisible to traditional archaeology. New ground, penetrating radar finally revealed its signature. But how could something so large be missed for so long? Some experts believe it was intentionally buried under layers of architecture to erase its presence. Others think it predates the visible temple. Either way, its location wasn't an accident. It was a message buried in silence. Inside the tomb, archaeologists noticed something strange. The architecture didn't match the style of the civilization above it. The carvings, angles, and materials seemed older and more advanced. Some stone joints were fitted so tightly that not even a razor blade could slide through. The walls were carved with symbols unknown in the region, combining geometric forms and astronomical references. It's not just different, it's almost alien to the timeline. Experts now believe this tomb may belong to a parallel dynasty or an entirely lost culture that lived alongside the dominant one, without being recorded in official history. At the heart of the tomb is a sarcophagus. It's made of black stone, unmarked on the surface, and sealed tighter than any burial chamber seen before. It took a specialized team and robotic tools to begin opening it. Inside, they found not one, but two nested coffins like Russian dolls, protected by layers of gold leaf and crystallized resin. The body inside was wrapped in a material never identified before, neither linen nor silk. Initial testing suggests it's a mix of plant fiber and metal threads. Whoever this person was, they were not just wealthy, they were protected, preserved, and hidden. The body found inside was shockingly well preserved. Skin, hair, even fingerprints survived the centuries. But here's the twist. The burial method doesn't match any known cultural practice in the region. The position, wrapping, and amulets placed with the body suggest a hybrid ritual, a fusion of at least 3 different burial traditions, some not even local. DNA testing has begun, but early results show a genetic anomaly. This person was not native to the region. They may have been a foreign ruler, a spiritual leader, or a complete outsider, elevated beyond all others. Around the tomb were objects that didn't make sense. A compass-like device, a polished obsidian disc inscribed with unknown glyphs, and a perfectly preserved star chart that doesn't match any known era's celestial map. These weren't decorative. They were scientific instruments. Their presence suggests this person had advanced knowledge of the sky, the earth, and possibly timekeeping. Some archaeologists believe this was not a ruler, but a philosopher, astronomer, or inventor whose ideas were feared, erased, or simply misunderstood. These tools weren't meant to be found. And now that they are, we're questioning what this person really knew. Carved into the walls were passages written in a forgotten script. It's not hieroglyphic, not cuneiform, not anything documented. Linguists are struggling to decode it, but early analysis suggests it uses mathematical patterns, almost like a coded language. What's chilling is that one repeated symbol pattern seems to mean, "Do not awaken," or "Sheol until the sky returns." Whether that's poetry, prophecy, or warning, we don't know. But the writing isn't a dedication, it's a message, and it wasn't meant for people at the time. It might have been meant for us. In one chamber, researchers discovered an energy anomaly. weak but measurable. A slight magnetic field, pulsing irregularly, centered around a carved cube set into the floor. No wires, no power source, just a stone object emitting energy. Tests are ongoing, but early scans show crystal inlays and metals arranged in unfamiliar formations. Some speculate it was ceremonial. Others aren't so sure. If it's not a power source, it may be an ancient attempt at energy storage, or a ritual tool based on forces we don't yet understand. Either way, it shouldn't exist in this tomb, but it does. Among the most haunting finds is a death mask made of gold, copper, and polished amber, but with no facial features. No eyes, no mouth, no nose. Just a smooth surface where a face should be. Masks usually honor the dead. This one erased them. Some experts believe it was symbolic, representing someone who gave up identity. Others suggest it was meant to dehumanize, or even hide their true nature. Who was this person that required a blank identity, even in death? In layers above the tomb, archaeologists found signs of intentional destruction. Walls deliberately collapsed, inscriptions scratched out, symbols hammered until illegible. It's as if someone tried to delete all evidence of the person buried below. This wasn't vandalism, it was state-level erasure. If this individual held dangerous knowledge, a radical belief, or a claim to power, they may have been removed from history on purpose. We may be looking at a ghost, not just of a person, but of a revolution that never happened. Some of the glyphs and star symbols in the tomb match those found thousands of miles away, in temples in Mesoamerica, Mesopotamia, and even parts of South Asia. That raises a massive question: how? These cultures never supposedly met, but the mathematical symbols match. The star charts overlap. Could this person have traveled between worlds? Or were they part of a shared knowledge stream, one that existed before our known empires rose? The tomb could be a node in a forgotten global network. Despite the grandeur, there is no name inside the tomb. No royal cartouche, no birth record, no inscription of legacy. For a person buried with such care, that's unheard of. Either they chose to remain anonymous, or someone stripped their identity away. The body, the tools, the warnings, they all remain. But the name is gone by design. That erasure speaks louder than any honorific. Whoever this was, they were more than royalty, and perhaps more dangerous than memory could allow. Since the discovery, theories have ranged from the grounded to the extreme. Some say it's the tomb of a disgraced scientist. Others argue for a high priest of a forgotten sect. Fringe theorists claim the body is non-human, possibly from a long-lost civilization with technology now gone. While evidence for aliens is weak, the anomalies are real. The tomb doesn't fit neatly anywhere, and that's what keeps everyone coming back. When the evidence breaks every rule, the questions only get bigger. Right now, international teams are racing to decode the tomb's contents. Linguists are working on the script. Physicists are analyzing the energy anomaly. DNA labs are studying the body. And museums are planning how and whether to show any of this to the public. Some parts may never be revealed. Other finds may be too controversial to publish. But one thing is certain, this isn't just another archaeological story. It's a challenge to history itself, and the clock is ticking to solve it before it fades back into mystery. With the tomb open, the hardest question remains: who was this person, and why were they erased? The deeper researchers dig, the more they realize this tomb wasn't just about honoring the dead. It was about controlling the future. Someone wanted us to find this, eventually. Someone else wanted us to never know. We're caught between those two forces now. And as the secrets unfold, so does the possibility that history missed something huge. Something, or someone, we were never supposed to remember. And that's the story of the lost tomb. Sealed for centuries, filled with impossible clues, and still whispering secrets no one can fully translate. If this blew your mind, hit like, comment with your theory, and subscribe to Interestingly Quick for more mysteries science hasn't cracked yet. Thanks for watching. And remember, some tombs are opened with shovels, others with question. Keep asking.